Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, mushrooms and ginger people, also potentially Mexican people. Welcome to this 2000 subscriber special, and thank you all for subscribing. I really enjoy all your comments and your appreciation for the things I do, and even you who don't appreciate it, I also like you. However, today we are going to make, still from the Fallout Survival Guide in Swedish here, from the first Fallout game from 1997, I am going to do the desert salad. So, stay tuned. So we are going to start here by actually putting some butter into the pan here, which we are going to make the meat in. So while that is going to heat it up, we are going to cut the tomatoes with this knife of cutting. It's a very specific knife for cutting. Any other cutting would do. Anyway, so we're going to put the meat there, and we're going to make this properly Swedish style for what we are doing on Fridays. Fredagsmys, as our corporate rulers in Sweden will call it. So they will make us make tacos on Fridays. Yes, Taco Friday is a thing in Sweden. Anyway, so we're going to mix up this spice here with water for preparation, and it's a bit hard to open. Anyway, so this recipe was kind of, as usual when it comes to manuals translated from English, it was a mess to try to understand how much an ounce is and stuff like that, due to we not use these in Sweden as measuring systems. We use metric stuff here. Anyway, so now we're going to take the avocado here also and cut it, and due to this is like basically, you know, a salad, so I'm just gonna cut up things here, so it will be very much stuff to do. Anyway, so also I have to tell these two that I cut up this other little lettuce here that my mom bought, of a ceramic knife, which is the most useless things ever, because it has like everything you cannot do with that knife. So the list was very, very long. Basically, cut soft meat and soft vegetable. And I was like, oh, we have another knife that has been invented for this. It's called a metal knife. It has been used for several thousand years before this. So actually, that is like kind of a backstep in progression when it comes to knife manufacturing. Anyway, that's just my opinion on that. Anyway, so now the cucumber will also be cut up and put in this blue jar you saw there. It was going to make for, well, salads, different things. And a very good Tupperware thing. And now we have the peppers here also we're going to cut up. So we have fresh vegetables, so we will be healthy, thin people. At least for a bit, because every good food has a lot of sauce in its own. And you see, the meat is coming well. Fantastic there. And for also all of you that wanted to see me cook again, well, here you go. I'm doing this video. And now we are going to grind up this cheese. We are going to grind this as much as you do in kind of a GRPG style. A lot of grinding here. Because this is cheddar, which I have, it's a cheese. Also, there was some other ingredients which I could not find in Sweden. So we basically took taco sauce instead. And it says, I have to read from the manual here. Catalina, which I have no idea what it is. It looks like ketchup. But anyway, so now we are going to put the spices in there. So it will cook together with the meat and taste very good. And now we're going to have to put some olives here, because I didn't have olives without, you know, without the seeds inside. So I had to manually do this by hand. And you see how terribly excited and monotone and like repeating this is. But anyway, also I didn't want to put this into the rest of the food, so someone accidentally bite into it and lose a tooth, which has happened in this household before. My dad accidentally bite his tooth in half at one point. Anyway, so now you just see I'm just spinning the olive around there and just putting it back into there. Exactly. This is a very stupid thing to do if you already have olives without seeds in them. So, you see, I'm throwing away there. And now we're going to have the black bean sauce, which is also a kind of weird translation, so I have to use that instead. Because this, for some reason, they translated manuals before, and then they stopped doing that in Sweden for video games. Now we have everything in English instead. So you see, I have flushed the beans over.
Look at the camera, you bastard!
And now we have all the ingredients here. So now it's going to mix up all this stuff here to eat it. So I'm sitting there with the recipe next to me. And trying to do this salad thing here. And then put on the Catalin things. Which was also impossible to fucking Google on here in Sweden. Because you always get there's a place that is named that nearby. So, well, you find a lot of things of that. Anyway, so if you know what that is, please tell me. Because if that does not represent taco sauce in any way, I will probably have done this completely wrong. But you see, there we have the desert salad.